Okay, this is what I want to do real quick. Anything that's yellow reminds me of penicillin. Anything that has N and A in the alphabet reminds me of North America, the North American Treaty. What that treaty is all about, it's none of our business. So I guess they didn't care about what we had to say. Celine Dion spent their time in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Hoover Dam, Highway 93, 39, Saturn, 13 for a bar mitzvah. There's 4 plugs in there, 4 plugs, which is the 4, okay? Or they have 6, which actually shows that they have 8, and now they've connected the octagon. The nickel, or the 5 cents, Celine Dion sang many years in Las Vegas, and she owned restaurants of nickels. Nickels, not dimes, nickels, because if you have a dime, you got 10 yards. But when you have a nickel, you're between 5 and 5. So they got you trapped. So it's all about the nickel and the penny. But if you got the penny, you're 6 and 4. And 4 is almost automatic. Because when you come into this life, this is what you get, the 4 corners of your talus. Then you get the 1 spirit of the 1 dot, and this is who you are. This is the reason Mars and Earth is basically our skull and what's inside. So now you know, when we think about penicillin, or anything to do with Na, it has to do with something that's probably no good. Now when we look at apple juice, it's yellow. That's no good because the real apple juice is brown. And brown, which represents the earth, represents the penny. The penny is the copper tone, which is the element that you can put your feet on the ground and feel the energy come inside of you because of that. I mean, me, personally, I've cut down on anything to do with added an extra vitamin C, because they add all the times vitamins into our food. I want to know something. What happened 100 years ago? They were adding vitamins into all our food. All of a sudden, in the last 100 years, they started putting everything in our food. Why? Why are they putting so much of everything in our food? Now that our bodies are used to it, and they have tamed, shh, said the lion, shh, said the lion tamer. They put stuff in your food until your body is so used to it, and it grows and it adapts, because we were made to adapt. They made us to adapt to everything, and they test and they test and they test, and then they have to approve everything. Because if they don't approve it, they approve it. Why do they approve it? Why do we have to go to get it approved? And if they don't approve it, because whose choice is it? It's because they can't approve it, because they won't be able to manipulate it later. But there's a good and there's an evil, so we have to know things that are fresh. I drink brown apple juice. Do you know what I do with my cranberries? I take my cranberries, and I put them on a little machine, and I just press the machine twice. Then I take all those cranberries, and I shove it into water, and I leave it sit there for 4 days. And then I put a little bit of honey in it, or maple syrup inside of it, and then I'll take it. Or I'll put some cane sugar inside of it. Cain and Abel, and you and you and you, Adam and Eve. Fruits and vegetables. We must go over the fruits and vegetables. Words that end. Give me an apple. It starts with an A and ends with an E. Give me a pear. It starts with a P and ends in an R. Apple juice. Orange juice. Orange starts with an O and ends in an E. Or says golden angel on the orange. And orange comes from red and yellow. It means it comes from the 2 suns. Most likely, I'm going to have to sit down and study this to see whether or not it's better to have it or not. Because when you go play pool now, at the pool table, you have 1 to 7. And then the other way around, on the other side, you have 1 to 7. But didn't you know that when you finish the game of pool, you have actually knocked in the 15 ball? 1 and 5 is 6. And the 8 ball, that's 14. You knocked the cross off your back, and you racked them up. These are all the piano keys and notes. Eventually, you have to jump them. Anyways, this is what I brought it here for. JFK and Kentucky Fried Chicken. 10 is 7. 7, 6, 4. 27 and 6, 33 of creation. He was something almighty. 7, 6. The spirit of 76. 7, 6, and 2. 16 plus 6 is 22. 32. 33. 3 times 3 is 9. He is the pass key. He was the pass key. I don't know how he opened it up. I told you I don't know which way it works. 11, 11, 6, 6. The difference is 7 and 3. 7, the gateway, and the creation. PFK, JFK, PFK, same numbers. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Does that mean they knocked him out, or actually he's still alive? The Mercedes, you ever see the Mercedes logo? This is it. One here and one here. That's the way it works. 120 degrees, right? Not really. When you go from here to here and here to here, what's the degrees? Anyways, this is the hex I wanted to show you. See the way the I? Anyways, yeah, so it's late at night, so just pointed up in my ceiling. I try to make sure there's a little color in the house. Here, and that's my wall. See that tiger? And I painted a little bit of everything. I figure if I build a couple of twin towers, I'll be able to go to the top and have my mind do the rest. And then there's my kitchen over there. So Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Look. Look, look, look. He's holding up 2 worlds. He won the prize. We got him in. He built this world. Somehow there's the world here and the world here, and he won the world. And if you look at this, and this, it's a Z right here. Here's a V, here's a Z. And when you come to this side, you have a V and a Z. But if you really take a look at the same time, okay, it would be 5 and 2, or this would be an M. And it's blank, no color. You know why? Because they cut the ears off the cat. Another thing is, you know, like we used to see these crazy movies, there's an underground and there's cats there to catch the mice. Well, there is. There's strings. Cats are the only ones, okay, and I believe they can make cats smart enough to talk, okay? They're the only ones, when you go underneath this planet, that they can crawl in certain areas and get certain things. And they like to play with strings, okay? So they go and they're always playing with strings, and they know there's something with the strings, electricity of some sort, and that's why they like strings or they don't like strings, whatever it is. I'm just playing with this right now. And the other thing is you see they go 1, 2, 3. This is the way it works. One, two, three, and over. 1, 2, 3, and over. 1, 2, 3, and over. That's why you have the Z. 1, 2, 3, and over. 1, 2, 3. Each row is 3. Everything you do shows 3. Raphael 7286 in the constellation base. I want to thank you for watching. Walmart, Delta. Oh, did you know that Walmart is going to be changing their name? Very funny, eh? I'll tell you one thing. Oh my God, 641 is on the wall. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. When I began this 9 years ago, I had a vision, and my vision was definitely, it was retarded what's going on right now in my head. What I see, that I can't believe it's going to be true at the end. It's going to be true. And boy, oh boy, are we in for some big, crazy stuff. But at the end, everybody knows it'll pan out to be all right. Pan out to be all right, and all of a sudden I'm starting to see Mr. Tackpans or Tackpans a little bit all over the place in different kinds of names, so I know we're not alone anymore. Because when my name shows up and no one talks about me at all, no one ever did, no one ever chose me, my name's the last to be mentioned unless you're looking for a clown, but that makes no difference to me. Do you know why? Because life is great, and I'm loving it. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you.